up, people? Welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and today is Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. You nailed me last week. You're not getting me this week. More importantly, it's Defenders Day, and I'm actually going to keep this short and sweet, hopefully, so I can get back to watching that. They keep trying to reinvent the hallway scene, and not quite doing it. They haven't quite beat that first one. You know what I mean? But the Defenders segues into a giveaway that I'm doing at the end of the video, and I'm not putting it at the end of the video so you'll watch the whole thing. If you want to, skip to there. I'm good with that. Whatever you want to do, but I'm putting it at the end because it's kind of my outro thing. Yeah, it works way back there. But let's talk about some Spider-Man, some Star Wars Black Series, and then just a little bit of articulated icons. Wow, it's really hot in here. What the hell? First up, Mezco put their 1/12 collective Spider-Man Homecoming Stark Suit Spider-Man up for pre-order this week. Looking really great. You all know my grops. I grop about it every freaking time we look at a Mezco figure, and that's the difference in the head material to the body material when it's a full body suit. But this is working for me. At least for the red parts, it kind of blends into the plastic of the head. Not bad. Plus, they're touting this as a new, thinner, smaller body. Hopefully it gives it the articulation that Spidey needs. This is really tempting. Now it comes with several sets of hands, it comes with several sets of webs. One of them's all bendy floppy, you can do whatever you want with it, the other two shooting out. It comes with what is probably my favorite look for the web wings, or at least how they're utilized on the figure. There's no pegs, there's no holes, there's nothing to plug in. It's just a waist clip, you put the arms on top of the web wings, you're done. I think I like this the best. It's the least intrusive of all, well, couple we've seen so far. It comes with 3 heads. This is kind of where I feel like they dropped the ball a little bit. One of these should have been an unmasked Tom Holland head. I mean, I like the whole eye gimmick. It closed, open, more open, but do we really need 3 heads to get that across? Now, like I said, it's up for pre-order right now. It'll cost you $80. And it's set to come out somewhere July to September of 2018. Mezco, I'm falling in love with you more and more every day, and I'm good with long wait pre-orders, but there's nothing tied me over right now. I need some stuff released. That's not taking a shot at the company. I'm loving the figures, but I need more, quicker. I need to get that plastic. Now the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man Homecoming Stark Suit Spider-Man came out this week. You can go back and watch the review of that here. And that may be why Medicom put out more pictures of their MAFEX version of the same suit. Maybe just as a reminder, you know, hey, the figure arts just came out, but MAFEX is a-coming. Now the figure arts, the neck is a little bit long. It's a little bit short overall. It's got a rough texture on it. Don't get me wrong, I love the figure. It's king of the shelf right now, but MAFEX is also looking pretty good. Now the arms do look a little bit long, but the overall body proportions kind of fit the movie a little bit better. At least on the prototype. We've seen this with MAFEX before. We don't know what we'll get with the final product, but like I said, looking great. And the Tom Holland head also looking great, but again, prototype. I can't wait for the final showdown between MAFEX and Figure Arts here, because I think that's the two forerunners. The Figure Arts definitely blew the Marvel Legends away, and then we have the MAFEX to go through. So we'll see when that comes around. Scale, articulation, blah, blah, blah. As we edge ever closer to Force Friday 2, we're going to start seeing more and more leaks. Now, these pictures aren't supposed to be out there, and I'm probably not going to show them to you, but if I could, man, the stuff's looking pretty good for what it is. Just imagine the 40th anniversary Darth Vader that we got with the early bird kit on the red and black card, with the nice little picture down in the bottom. In my head, it's looking really, really cool, the way I imagine it. We also saw Finn in the First Order officer disguise. I'm really not caring for the disguise figures, you know what I mean? Or them putting on disguises in the movies as often as they do. We saw it at the end of Rogue One. We never got figures of that, though. That's weird. And now we're seeing it with The Last Jedi. It just seems like an easy redo, even though they do new sculpts for each body. So I'm excited about new bodies, but having Finn in a disguise just kind of whatever. And then finally, I showed you the new Kylo Ren last week with his new tunic, the new head sculpt that looks pretty good. Now imagine, if you will, that in the red and black box too. It looks cool from what I saw. Also being revealed is the HasCon exclusive Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex in package. I love the color of this. The whole color scheme, the blue, the white, the black. It just does it for me. You can also see the extra weapons that he comes with. He comes with his 2 pistols, he comes with the blaster, he comes with the long rifle. The picture still isn't showing the helmet off though, but I did run across this picture. I don't know if this is legit, but it shows the unmasked head, but without the photoreal tech on the face. It's kind of a bummer. But they did say it was coming next year, so people getting this early gets a kind of look at the overall figure, but not what it can do yet. Kind of feels like buying a car without the engine in it. you know, like, I'm ready for it, I got it, I can't go anywhere. So I still want it, just not as excited because I want to see that print technology on the face. But it doesn't matter anyway because I'm not heading to HasCon. It just wasn't in the plans, it wasn't in the budget, whatever. It's cool. But if somebody wants to pick one up for me, I'm not going to beg. And finally, there's articulated icons. This is a little line that we did. 6-inch scale ninja action figures. There's some negatives, I know, but it's our first foray into the line. And I don't really like talking about it on the weekly because it's become a, you know, work into the wee hours in the morning kind of thing. Whereas doing this is Robo's happy, fun playtime. I love this involving work into it. But just to get this out there, we are going to be selling the rest soon. Don't be freaking out. Don't be going to eBay and paying the crazy prices that are currently going on there. Which, in a way, is kind of flattering. I'm saying all this out loud when I probably shouldn't, but you know what? It's just me and you. Let's keep it between us. It's a little bit flattering seeing the secondary prices on these. And we're not doing that on purpose. We're not holding them back because that doesn't benefit us monetarily at all. We're just trying to get through the customer service phase, which we're still working on. Don't worry if you haven't got an email back in 5 hours or a couple days because, you know, this is not a full-time job for anybody. Still working on it. I'm trying to get some numbers on it, but we do have a sale coming. I'm not going to say the exact date because we're still working on the store and all that. It's going to be open for a few days. We'll shut it back down just as a test to see how the store works, how the shipping will work, everything else involved in that. And it won't be everything. It'll be stuff that we know we have plenty of because we still want to hold stuff back for customer service, for repairs, for exchanges, that kind of thing. To cut that bumbling, rumbling, rambling mess down, we still have stock to sell. Don't go crazy. Okay, I was done. I was finished. I was editing. I was nearly done editing, really. And I got something across my news feed that was kind of interesting. You guys know I don't go for the leak lists a lot. In fact, I kind of hate them. I want some surprise sometimes, but I couldn't help it. Here it is. What seems to be a leak list for the next Spider-Man Legends wave. After the next few, I don't know, there's 500 figures we're still waiting to come out. So seeing another list is cool, but not as exciting as it once was. So take this all with a grain of salt. But the list, and we all know how I am with lists, contains Cloak and Dagger. Finally, I love some Cloak and Dagger. I'd love to have figures. I'm hoping it's not the TV versions. Doc Ock is on the list. I personally feel like the old Toy Biz one is going to be hard to beat, but if anybody can do it, it's Gentle Giant and Hasbro. Elektra and Daredevil. I'm hoping for a classic, straight-up Elektra with the red wraps, bandana, looking good by today's standards. And then Daredevil, I figure it'll probably be the current black costume. House of M Spider-Man, not a lot of attachment there, but I'm always down for a good figure, no matter what it looks like, as long as it's good. Eye-catching, striking. Hasbro's been doing that lately. And then Scarlet Spider. Who knows? There's several different versions to pick from here. And again, as long as it looks good, I will probably pick it up. Again, grain of salt. May change. It's way out there. 5,000 figures before this one. That's it for this week, except I wanted to mention that we are doing our annual Marvel Legends Top 10 on the front page. Now this isn't send the results to Hasbro or forcing Hasbro to make some figure or blah, blah, blah. This is a fun little thing just to get an overall view of what collectors may want in this day and age after Hasbro has been kicking out so many figures for this long. We all have our favorites, we all have our grails, we all have those actual characters that we figure will never get made, but we're going to put them on a list and throw them out into the internet ether and hope, well, maybe someday we'll get that figure. And that's where my giveaway is involved. The top 10 is running right now, and Defenders started today. I'm going to give away this Daredevil. I got an extra in my case. I know that it's been out there for a little bit, but somebody may need one, somebody may want one. I'm going to give it away. And all you have to do, I'm not going to make this complicated. You don't have to go like anything or follow this page or subscribe or whatever. Just go to the Fwoosh front page, check out the top 10, throw your 10 list down, and then come back here and, you know, comment below of what your most wanted Marvel Legend character is. Mine's Agent X. We will never get him. More than likely. Never will. And then I'll go through the list of people down here, and then I'll send you a message, send you a Daredevil. So if you like this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.